Good morning, students. This is Latif sir. Today I'll discuss about physical properties of water. Physical properties means nature, boiling point, melting point, density. These properties are called physical properties, and today I'll discuss about these properties of water. Okay. So first, physical properties nature. Water is a clear, transparent liquid, and it is colorless, odorless, and tasteless liquid. And the taste in water is due to the presence of gases and solids in water. Okay, that is due to presence of such impurities in water, we get the taste of water. Second physical properties is boiling point. Pure water boils at 100 degrees Celsius under normal pressure, that is under 1 atm pressure. So boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. The boiling point of water is affected by the pressure because boiling point of a liquid is considered as the temperature when vapor pressure of the liquid become equal to the atmospheric pressure. That's why you have to mention the pressure. Okay. So thus the greater the pressure, higher is the boiling point, and vice versa. And this is the principle by which a pressure cooker works. So what is the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, and and you have to also remember, greater the pressure, higher is the boiling point, or lower the pressure, lower the atmospheric pressure, lower is the boiling point. In the hills, water boils at temperature lower than 100 degrees Celsius. This is because in the hill, the atmospheric pressure is lower than the normal atmospheric pressure, that is lower than 1 atm. That's why in the hill, water boils below 100 degrees Celsius, nearly about nearly about 70 degrees Celsius on the top of Mount Everest, and thus the food is not cooked properly there, because in the hill the water start boiling below 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, the boiling point of water also increases due to presence of dissolved impurities, like dissolved salt. Okay, next physical property is freezing point of water or melting point of ice. I have told in the previous video, water can exist in three different state, that is in solid, that is solid state, which is also called ice, or in liquid state, that is water, and in vapor state, which is also called water vapor, or gaseous state, which is also called water vapor. Okay, so freezing point of water or melting point of ice is same, and the pure water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius under normal atmospheric pressure, and normal atmospheric pressure is 1 atm. The freezing point of water decreases with increase in pressure. The freezing point of water decreases with increase in pressure. The freezing point of water also decreases due to presence of dissolved impurities in water. So boiling point water is 100 degree, and boiling point of water depends on pressure, atmospheric pressure. Higher the atmospheric pressure, greater the atmospheric pressure, higher is the boiling point. Similarly, freezing point of water also depends on pressure, and freezing point of water decreases with increase in pressure. Now density. Water has maximum density at 4 degrees Celsius. Water has maximum density at 4 degrees Celsius, and the maximum density of water at 4 degrees Celsius is 1 gram per centimeter cube. 1 gram per centimeter cube, or in SI system the density of water at 4 degrees Celsius is 1000 kg per meter cube. 1000 kg per meter cube. And at 4 degrees Celsius, as the density of water is maximum, then the volume of water is minimum, because density and volume is inversely proportional. So at 4 degrees Celsius, as the density of water is maximum, the maximum value of density of water is 1 gram per centimeter cube, or 1000 gram per kg per meter cube, and the volume is minimum at 4 degrees Celsius. Now, anomalous expansion of water. Anomalous expansion of water. What is anomalous expansion of water? Generally, you know that if you cool a liquid, the volume of the liquid will decrease on cooling. But if you cool water below 4 degrees Celsius, the volume of water will increase on cooling below 4 degrees Celsius. Okay, below 4 degrees Celsius, you have to remember. If you cool some water from 10 degrees Celsius to 10 degrees Celsius to 4 degrees Celsius, you will see that volume of water decreases. But below 4 degrees Celsius on cooling, the volume of water will increase. And this is the anomalous expansion of water. Water has an unusual physical property, and this unusual physical property of water is anomalous expansion of water. When cooled, if you cool water, it first contract in volume as do other liquids, but below 4 degrees Celsius it start expanding. That is, below 4 degrees Celsius, the on cooling, volume of water increases, volume expanding, and continues to do so till the temperature reaches to 0 degrees Celsius, the point at which it freezes into ice. Okay, so the figure 3.3, it shows that water has maximum density at 4 degrees Celsius. You can see in this figure 3.3, water has maximum density at 4 degrees Celsius. Okay, and the volume of water is minimum at 4 degrees Celsius. And the property of anomalous expansion of water enables marine life to exist in the colder region of the world, because even when the water freezes on the surface, it remains a liquid below the ice layer. According see the figure 3.4. According to the figure 3.4, it is clear that the ice above the water, the at the surface of water ice exists, but below the below this ice, below this ice layer, liquid water exists, and temperature of water increases from 0 degree to 4 degree. So, due to the anomalous expansion of water, which enables many life to exist in the colder region of the world, because even the even when the water freezes on the surface, that is, on the surface water becomes ice, the water remain as liquid below the ice layer. Okay, and temperature of water increases if you move down from the ice, from the surface ice. Okay, That is, temperature increases from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 degrees Celsius like this. And the temperature of the surface ice is 0 degrees Celsius. Now latent heat of fusion. What is latent heat of fusion? The amount of heat, the amount of heat required by ice to change into water. The amount of heat energy required by ice to change into water is called latent heat of fusion of ice. And the latent heat of fusion of ice is 336 joule per gram or 80 calorie per gram. So what is the latent heat of fusion of ice? It is the amount of heat energy required by ice to change into water. And the value of specific value of latent heat of fusion of ice is 336 joule per gram or 80 calorie per gram. And the same amount of heat is released when 1 gram of water solidifies to form 1 gram of ice at 0 degrees Celsius. Okay. And it is on account of high specific latent heat of solidification that lakes and rivers do not freeze suddenly. Next, latent heat of vaporization of water. Latent heat of vaporization of water. When water is boiled, it changes to gaseous state. And the energy required to change water into its water vapor. The energy required to change water into its vapor at its boiling point without any change in temperature is called latent heat of vaporization of water. The energy required to change water into its vapor at its boiling point without any change in temperature is called latent heat of vaporization of water, and its specific value is, that is value of latent heat of vaporization of water is 2268 joule per gram. Okay, 2268 joule per gram or 540 calorie per gram. This is the latent heat of vaporization of water. The same amount of heat is released when 1 gram of steam condensed to form 1 gram of water at 100 degrees Celsius. So for conversion of 1 gram of water into 1 gram water vapor, 2268 joule per joule energy is required, while to condense 1 gram of steam to form 1 gram of water, 2268 joule energy will be released. Okay. Now specific heat capacity. What is specific heat capacity? Specific heat capacity is the fixed amount of heat absorbed by 1 gram of water when heated through 1 degree Celsius. The fixed amount of heat absorbed by 1 gram of water when heated through 1 degree Celsius 1 degree Celsius temperature is called its specific heat capacity. So what is the specific heat capacity? A specific heat capacity of water is 4.2 joule or 1 calorie. It has been found that 1 gram of water when heated through 1 degree Celsius always absorbs 4.2 joule or 1 calorie of heat energy. And this is the specific heat capacity of water. So specific heat capacity of water is 4.2 joule or 1 calorie. Water, because of its high specific high specific heat capacity, water is commonly used as coolant in motor car radiator, desert coolers, etc. Due to high specific heat capacity of water, it is commonly used as coolant in motor car. Okay, and due to its high specific heat capacity, the presence of large amount of water is able to modify the climate of the nearby land areas, making them warmer, making them warmer in winter and cooler in summer. Land and sea breeze are also set up because of this great moderating property of water. Okay, the main reason of this phenomena is high specific heat capacity of water. Okay, the last point is water as universal solvent. Water is a Water is a remarkable solvent and it can dissolve maximum number of substances. It dissolves many substances forming aqueous solution. The aqueous solution means solution in water. Water has high electric constant. As a result, it reduces the electrostatic force of attraction between the positive and negative ions of an electrovalent compound. Okay, water has high due to high dielectric constant of water, it reduces the electrostatic force of attraction between the positive and negative ions and dissolves even inorganic compounds which are unusually electrovalent. Not only solid but also gases and other liquids dissolve in water. Hence, it is difficult to find absolutely pure water in nature. For the same reason, water is also called universal solvent because water can dissolve maximum number of solid liquids, gases, and covalent compound, electrovalent compounds. All compounds, all type of substances can maximum type of substances can be dissolved in waters. That's why water is called universal solvent. Okay, thank you.